Speaking of fucked, there's the segue I was looking for.
No, but you could just that's such an easy thing to just do with me. Just tell me something I'm angry with, and I'm gonna say fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a topic that I managed to end up in when I asked a friend a question that just popped up into my head. If you have an identical twin, could you, in theory, get away with murder?
Yes.
Or any crime, really, but especially murder. That was my question.
Yeah.
So I actually researched this.
Cool.
And twins have actually gotten away with murders and different crimes.
But only one of the twins, I guess. You have
No,
to throw
both of them. Because the thing is, DNA, how that works. You share 50% of your DNA with your siblings. And that's the same thing with fraternal twins, because that's basically the same thing as just a sibling. You're just born at the same time. Identical twins, they share 100% of their DNA. So a regular DNA test can't tell you which one of two identical twins were there. So say that you have a pair of twins, one of them is committing a crime, and you have them on videotape, let's say. You still have to prove without a reasonable doubt which twin committed the crime.
Yeah.
It's not enough to say that, okay, one of them did it. You need to know which one, since they are, in a judicial sense, they are their own individuals, of course, because they are their own individuals. So legally, they are treated as such. So there are actually a couple of instances where identical twins have gotten away with crimes.
Cool.
So I'm going to read you a couple of examples. In 2003, in Malaysia, police officers arrested one of Sathis and Sabarish Rai for being in possession of 166 kilograms of cannabis and about 2 kilograms of opium. The arrested twin had transported the drugs to a house where he was busted, but shortly after this, his twin brother appeared, and there was some confusion, and in the end, the police didn't know which of them they arrested in the first place.
Oh, God.
So they didn't know which one of the twins they had caught transporting the drugs.
Oh.
So in the end, they couldn't charge any one of them.
Oh, God.
Because that's the law in most countries. You have to prove without a reasonable doubt that this specific person committed the crime. So like I said, with the DNA, so DNA is not enough. There is...
fingerprints, right?
Yeah, fingerprints can work, because fingerprints are always unique. Because even if you have same set of DNA, you're still two different fetuses developing.
Different positions.
In the mother, so to say. Yeah, they're laying in different positions and so. And there's also a type of DNA, let's see if I can remember the name here. There's something called epigenetics, and that refers to how your DNA is expressed. Because, even if you have a set of genes, but your environment affects if they activate or don't activate.
Mm.
So since they are two different persons, if you do another type of DNA test, you can see which DNA parts, or whatever they are called, which ones are active and which ones are not. And those will differ even between identical twins. But those tests are super expensive, and they aren't used by law enforcement. So the types of DNA tests that law enforcement use can't be used to determine which twin committed the crime. And there's actually a twin couple that got away with murder in, let's see here.
Norway.
No, I think it was in the United States.
There
There were two brothers called, or are I don't know if they're still alive or not. Orlando and Brandon Nembard. One of them murdered someone outside of a nightclub. But they only have a witness. And the witness, of course, can't tell which one of the brothers did it.
No. Oh, damn.
So, if you want to be unfucked...
you need to have a twin.
You need to have an identical twin, exactly. Then you can, at least to this date, get away with basically everything if you don't leave any fingerprints, and make sure to not leave anything behind that can be tied to your specific person.
So you can get away with having a child too. Is that like, you can just like get somebody
Since you share the same DNA, both can say, it's not my kid.
Oh, damn. That's just... Damn. Yeah, that's not... That's so weird. It's 2021 and you can... It's just weird that we can't really differentiate with... We don't have the technology to differentiate between people if they wear gloves. It's just like... If they are twins, and you can't do anything about it. You have to
I mean, twins are sort of a fringe phenomena anyway. I mean, they're so uncommon. So you don't really... I mean, fraternal twins are quite common, I think. But identical twins, they are very uncommon.
Yeah. Wait until just that would be like... That would be an awesome movie. Just like this factory that produce identical twins and then just train them as assassins.
If you have a factory producing people, then twins wouldn't be the only problem. I mean, they could basically just clone one person.
No. I just mean like
create copies.
Because there was this Nazi scientist that tried to make it more prevalent to get twins. And if that, now I don't say that we should use Nazi technology, but just like if you could synthesize some way of getting identical twins, you could like start your own assassination company that assassinates people, and there's always an alibi, because you just have to like, if the one of the twins kills somebody, the other ones needs to be in the movies, and you can't prove who it was. So it's like the perfect movie idea or the game idea.
Yeah,
it
maybe.
Would be like
but I think if you systemize it to that level, the state is probably gonna, plant a chip in everybody just to
Not if you pay taxes. It's always tax evasion, that they get on. That was what they did with Pablo Escobar. So as long as you pay taxes for your insane...
Pablo Escobar. No, you mean Al Capone.
Oh, sorry. Pablo Escobar was the cocaine...
Pablo Escobar was shot.
Yes, he was shot. That's true. Just like JFK. And a bunch of other people.
Just like JFK. Only difference being there was no conspiracy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I actually learned from... What was it? That series, Umbrella Academy, which is like half a good series. It's okay. But then they went back in time and they like tried to like stop the assassination of JFK, or try to figure out how it happened with them there. It was kind of a strange scene. And that movie almost turned me gay, or that series. Because I watched that series, and what is that celebrity that just turned to be a man? That was a woman.
That was a woman.
She was a woman. She has changed name. Wait, 1 second.
I have no clue, actually.
Let's see here.
I've mainly heard about people doing it the other way around. Men becoming women.
Yeah, no. So I thought, or I'm still thinking, that Ellie Page is very cute. And then she changed...
Yeah, right. She changed her legal sex
to Elliot.
To male.
To man.
Yeah.
So now I'm gay, basically.